I'd like to start with an overview of service flow's architecture. On the perimeter we can see some of the values that service flow provides. To be able to produce these, we have the visual designer of service flow, which we can see in the center of the chart. Everything starts with a service contract. You're able to model that contract electronically into the system and capture all business rules and business logic of the obligations. Then the correlation engine of service flow takes these business logic definitions, and by utilizing our adapter technology, it is able to collect the service data that is necessary, and from that, any system that takes part in providing the service or monitoring it, apply filters, correlate together several data sources, aggregate, and in the end, calculate service levels fitting the service management tasks. In the second slide, we can see some of the common scenarios of service level management that service flow captures. The first one that we'll review to get us started is the customer onboarding process. This scenario takes us through managing our customer portfolio, their contract definitions, as well as applying contractual obligations. The second scenario we'll see is the executive review, typically done by a cross-customer, cross-services executive who wants to understand on a daily basis how well is he meeting his obligations to his customers. Are there any customers who suffered from a degraded service and we're at risk of breaching our SLAs? We'll see how service flow enables him to examine this and how he can produce a customer snapshot information page in case the executive wants to have a call or a meeting with the customer to reassure him that he is on top of the problem and he is doing everything he can do to resolve the situation. The third scenario takes a day in life of a service delivery manager, enabling him to identify potential risk of breaching an SLA and then prevent it. The service flow allows him to quickly pinpoint the root cause of the service problem and learn how it affects the overall contractual obligation. The last scenario that we'll touch is a very important one, the end of month review process. Usually done by an account manager or one of his team, this scenario will guide him through the steps of reviewing the monthly SLA results, annotate, adjudicate, and produce a high-quality booklet of reports, selecting which reports to include in it, and finally, approve and distribute to the customer. Through the demonstration, our sample provider will be called Omega Business Services, and we'll see a few of these users who take part in those scenarios. We have Eric, an Omega executive who we'll see in his scenario. We have Alice, who plays the role of an account manager for the account Athena Group, taking actions on two tasks, the customer onboarding process as well as the end of month review process. And finally, we have Simon, who is the service delivery manager and walks through the scenario of preventing a breach with the help of Greg from the database team.